Wow. So, ladies and gentlemen, just got word. Love Zach. A lot of people, but Love Zach's message, got me out of bed to talk about this right now. Have you guys seen it? We're gonna talk about it. I'm only hinting at it because I want you guys to stick around to the
The
end.
slap heard around the world.
Indeed.
Let's get
So
into it.
here on reviews.
Reviews.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Reviews Podcast. It's too early in the morning for me to say this. Welcome to Reviews, ladies and gentlemen.
It's 2:01 in the AM right now. That's how dedicated we are for our
Yeah.
channel. You feel me? And thanks
Yeah,
to all the
yes.
listeners and all the viewers, all the subscribers. This is why we do what we do.
Exactly. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. We're drinking water. We're not.
Yeah,
not
we're
on the internet.
responsible. Listen, we're both fathers here. Kenya is senior to my fatherhood. But we have to go to work tomorrow, so yeah. Not gonna be
Yeah.
drinking, getting
Nah,
saucy before we hit
Not
to
at
our
all.
career jobs. Thanks.
not at all. So we're gonna put this out as soon as we're done. We're not wasting any time. It's gonna be uploaded directly to the cloud, to the YouTube world, to the Mediaverse. As we hinted at on the weekly show, we're gonna be doing Media Mondays. So welcome to Media Mondays, ladies and gentlemen.
Media Mondays.
That's right.
That's right.
And,
Full of energy joint. Let's go. Let
Yeah.
Love Zach paint the picture because
Hold on. Before you even do that,
all right.
why are we doing this? Why are we recording this? Why are we making this live? What do you think? We think we hold off the slap to the end of the show, make them have to wait and watch the rest of it to actually hear our thoughts?
No, let's get right
We're gonna
into
get
it.
right into it. Look at that.
Let's
Look at
do
that,
this.
guys. There's no bait here, guys. See that? Right
No,
into
we don't play games joint. So, Ken was in his hibernation, So
Facts.
he had a very busy weekend with his child and doing his daddy duties, handling his business as usual.
Indeed.
So usually when I don't hear anything from him for a couple hours, I know he's either busy or he's just knocked out. So Oscar's on. As you know, I work in the film and television industry. I am an actual employee of this business. All right. Shouts out to the Coven. Salute. Now, I'm in the post-production side as it stands now. Very, very, very happy and excited of this new career trajectory that I'm on. But prior to this, I worked in live production. Unfortunately, I never got the experience and the privilege to work a live award show, but I have worked live events. Most recently, The God's Honest Truth, shouts to Charlemagne. I was a VFX assist. So I'm just putting that out there so when I give my take, it's coming from a professional means. All right? Cool. All right, so essentially, the Oscars, the Grammys, they need ratings, right? So with this incident, they absolutely, especially the Oscars absolutely succeeded without even trying to pull any gimmicks or any media ploys. Like, they succeeded with this incident. Like, the Academy, although they probably are cringing right now how it went down, in terms of the ratings aspect, they are elated. They are euphoric right now. All right, so let's get into it. Basically, Dune dominated the Oscars. They won visual awards across the board. Me and Ken, very excited and happy about that. Dune's a phenomenal picture. We are true fans of the sci-fi genre. Sci-fi don't never really get any love like that, so it's the first time that, on such a big stage, the sci-fi picture has gotten such enormous love.
Right.
So basically, the temperature throughout the evening was, will Smith get his victory? Will he get his win? Now, Jada and Will were being featured throughout the show. Cameras were always panning to them every chance they get. So you've seen the visibility of the Smiths was there. Obviously, Will did King Richard, so it's a big film, depicting the life and struggles of the Williams sisters. I didn't get a chance to watch it. But I'm a sports fan, so I already pretty much know their story. I'll definitely view it, at some point. But it is what it is. We all know Will hasn't won an Oscar, right? He's a huge name in the industry in terms of acting. All right, cool. But again, I'm going to harp on this before I get to the crux of it. The Oscars as a whole for the past couple years have been boring. Snooze fest. Okay? They had Wanda Sykes, they had Regina Hall, and they had Amy Schumer come out together to host the show. That's historic. That's never happened. First, it was 3 women, 2 are featured comedians, and Wanda and Amy. Ken, you know them.
Of course.
And then Regina Hall, a very prestigious actress, you know what I'm saying? And she also has comedic ability as well. So shouts to her, you know what I mean? For sharing the stage with 2 professional comedians. And I'm going to say this again. Professional comedians. Okay.
We have all different types of, I want to say not race, but we have Wanda representing the
black community.
And the LBGT
yes.
as well.
Yes.
Right? We have Regina representing the black community as well. And you have Amy representing the white community. So
yeah, absolutely. Yes.
Shout out to the ladies.
Shout out to the ladies. Amy did her thing. She didn't break away from her stick. She stuck to her niche of comedy. And I'm presenting it like this because when I get to this part that everybody's going to talk about, they're not going to talk about like how we presented it. Amy stuck to her stick, her niche. Wanda did. And then Regina basically just, flowed off of their comedic professional energy. Cool. All right, so now here it goes. So they do their bit, and then after their bit is done, they bring about Chris Rock, who is another legendary comedian, to usher in. Go ahead.
I'm sorry to cut. I have a question. We know Will won the Oscar, right?
He did win for King Richard, yes.
Was this before?
No.
Or afterwards?
This was after the incident, which is so crazy.
Please continue.
So
I didn't watch it live. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Of course,
like you said.
First of all, nobody watches award shows. Award shows statistically for the past 7-8 years ratings have been in decline every single year. Nobody watches award shows. All right, so let's get that out there right now. So Chris Rock's coming on. So first of all, Chris Rock being there is great. Chris Rock don't need to be there. Chris Rock is a legend in comedy. Cool. Like a true legendary professional comedian, he's going to seize the moment and make a boring night, a mundane night, comical, funny, and hilarious. That's what comedians do. That's their job. So he proceeds, he opens up and goes, wow, everybody's out here just raw dogging it, no mask on tonight. Just breathing in all this oxygen, all this CO2.
That's
great opening, hilarious. The whole auditorium is laughing. His next follow-up was Javier Bardem and Penelope Cruz are together. I believe they're married or they're engaged. Anyway, they're together. He goes, now Javier, if your wife loses, or I think he said wife or your lady, I believe his wife, he goes, if she loses tonight, that means you can't win, because obviously his wife got to win, and everybody started laughing. He then pivots to the Smiths, okay?
Right.
And then he goes, the Smiths are here, so great. And he goes, that's right, Jada. He goes, I can't wait for G.I. Jane 2. I'm so anticipating that film. And then immediately goes, Will better win. Will better win. Now let's take a time out. Jada comes in. She has the, like very low feminine Caesar cut. You know what I'm saying? Now, there are rumors saying that, maybe Jada had that type of hairstyle because there's some medical history going on with her, some issues possibly. I didn't
Okay.
hear that. We didn't hear any rumors of, some type of terminal illness which caused her,
Mhm.
because we all know people who have, cancer or get diagnosed with cancer or things of that nature, they gotta, when they're going through treatment, you gotta,
Chemo.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You get the straight baldy. Now she didn't have a baldy, but she had a very, very light seizure. All right, cool. Which is why he referenced the G.I. Jane copy. Now that's mad innocent. Now, unless Jada is going through something medically, I mean, I don't know. No one's gonna know that. But I don't think it's the G.I. Jane joke. I think it's his follow-up after by saying, Will better win. If Will don't win, man. Because we all know Will's been on his emotional trip for a little bit.
Yeah, but I mean, to hold you there, I don't think it's anything to do with Will winning or not. Because if you heard the clip, I sent it to you as well.
Yeah, because
The full
live
audio.
they blocked it out.
Okay.
So
See,
the
what happened?
assistant
Yeah, let's
director,
ask you. What
the
was ask you?
assistant
So,
director
Uh-huh.
should win. He or she should win an Oscar, because the millisecond anticipation to cut from the stage cam to the audience cam and then cut audio simultaneously to make it look as clean as possible so it don't look messy, because this is the Academy, they always gotta
Right.
look like they proper, right? Was amazing, because it all happened spontaneous. Because right after Chris Rock said his joke, Will approaches the stage. Now again, Will invaded a professional comedian's time and space to then slap him. So let's take a timeout. Will walks up on stage, bold and brazen, on national television, and slaps another grown man because he made a PG rated joke on his wife's hairstyle. That is totally egregious on Will Smith's part. I do not agree with that.
All right. This is great, because this is a question I definitely had for you, seeing that you're the married one between the both of us.
Facts.
That's why this is great to talk about. If this joke was taken to you and your wife, would you have gotten on stage and slapped someone of your peers for talking about your wife?
I would not, because one, he is a comedian. Again, we must protect. Dave Chappelle said this on his last comedy special, how comedians are literally under attack, and this situation that Will Smith just displayed solidifies that. It stamps that. And I hope all the other legendary comedians stand up for Chris Rock, because Chris Rock really exemplified professionalism. He didn't come off his square. He finished. He completed his segment. He even called it out like a man. Goes, wow. Like, he was totally shocked. He's like, wow, Will Smith just slapped me, just slapped the shit out of me. And then at that point, Will's hood came out, supposedly. His goon, his nigga came out. Let's just call it what it is. Will turned into a nigga and said, keep my wife's name out your effing mouth, while he was walking off the stage. And he sits down and then he does it again. Like, basically grandstanding Chris Rock. Now, Will, what are you doing, my guy? You violating creeds, bro. He's a professional comedian, fam. And he's not a stranger. You know him. He knows you. Why are you doing that? Why are you embarrassing Chris Rock like he's some little guy? He's not no little guy.
I don't think he embarrassed Chris Rock.
Yes, he did.
I think he embarrassed himself.
I agree with that. Yes, he definitely embarrassed himself.
Yeah, I think it was very disrespectful for what he done. Chris Rock didn't do anything out of pocket. He didn't come out and say anything disrespectful. He is a comedian. We have seen many of comedians say worse things to people, and everybody screw their face up or they laugh. Will Smith, being a comedian as well, is shocking to see.
Not professionally. He is a funny person. He
Doesn't
played in
matter.
comedies,
Listen,
but he's not a comedian. I'm gonna say why. I'm gonna just say this. He's not a comedian. You can't call him a comedian by title because he can't write jokes. That's what I'm saying.
okay, I hate it, but his genre
Yes.
starts. He is a comedic.
He
Comedic
began in the
actor.
comedic genre.
Okay.
Yes.
Right now, Chris Rock and Kevin Hart's doing the whole stand-up live tour.
They're comedians. They're
They're
professional.
doing a tour together. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
Yeah, I agree with you. I hope all the comedians come out and talk on behalf of this. I give Chris Rock so much respect for restraining himself
Facts.
because I mean, if I was in Chris Rock's shoes, I'd probably do the same thing, right? I'll look at
You will 100% do that.
Yeah,
I can
I
see
would,
you doing
yeah.
that.
100%.
I wouldn't do that.
Because-
You know me. I'm not.
I
doing
know,
that.
because behind the scenes, those are different stories, right?
Oh yeah.
When
You
we get
wanna
in the
him
back,
down.
yeah, it's a whole different ball. On the stage, I'm gonna smile it off and shake it off, like, wow, really? Because in reality, I would have continued joking at that point. I'd have been like,
Exactly.
oh, if we play him like this, then all right, let's go down the list, right? He didn't bring up any of the entanglement jokes.
Facts.
He didn't bring up anything else. He said G.I. Joe J2. G.I. J2. And Will
I can't wait for the part. I can't wait for it. I'm anticipating
Yeah.
that film.
he walks up on, okay, a lot of bad things here is wrong. Okay, well, let's start with this. Number one, you won the Oscar. So this
And he had to apologize to the Academy in his acceptance speech because
yeah,
they said cooler has prevailed. He realized the depth and the magnitude of what he did.
disrespectful. They should have never given it to him. Should have said, well, you were supposed to win because of your foolishness. This will not be yours now. That is very unprofessional. No, you don't get such a high achievement after you do disrespectful shit like that. I'm sorry. I'm a Will Smith fan. 100%.
So am I.
But tonight, wow. Now, I'm gonna play the race card in here too. If this was a white comedian
Oh, he's
on
not doing
stage,
that.
is he slapping it?
Is this Jerry Seinfeld? Is he doing that?
He's slapping
No
it?
effing way.
Mm.
If it's Jerry Seinfeld, it's not going down.
That's what I want to
I'm
know.
using Jerry Seinfeld because he's a legend, just like Chris Rock.
Yeah.
So they equal.
Correct.
You know what I'm
Correct.
saying? I can't pick nobody else. You know,
No.
on the top of my head.
I like that.
He's not doing
Great.
that.
Great call. So, you took it upon yourself to go on one of the biggest stage of all, the Oscars, to go slap another black man and then sit down and say, keep my wife's name out your. How come you don't go and attack all the other people who have your wife's name in their mouth?
Why you impress August Alsina, fam? You
That's what I'm
impress that
saying.
guy?
That's what I'm saying. Now, we got to play devil's advocate, keep it on a 1-2. Maybe Will's having a bad day.
Of course. We will never know the mental health moment at that time during the show that maybe Will had got into a argument with Chris in the back, in the green room. Who knows, joint? Sometime in the red carpet, maybe they crossed paths. Maybe Chris was cracking jokes, in jest. You know what I'm saying? When they was, in the back, VIP getting ready to come out, go to their seats or whatever have you. And Will probably kept it cool. He probably was on the humble. He ain't say nothing.
Now,
And then,
I see the memes. Memes is great.
Oh yeah, listen.
Nobody's canceling Will Smith.
No,
Nobody's
of course not.
attacking Will Smith. Oh, but you see how they give Kanye a lot of shit, right? Kanye
That's
ain't
what I'm
going
about to
on stage
say.
and slapping nobody.
Yo, fam, what Will did is exactly what Ye did to Taylor. And Ye was sauced. He had the Henny bottle. Like, that guy was finished. You understand? And both situations are what? In defense of melanated African queens, joint. Which is, respect. Yes, of course, Will, you got to defend your wife. No one's going to,
No,
dispute
not
you
in this
that.
case. His wife wasn't being attacked.
And I agree, but in a few hours, and everybody else talk about it, it's going to be like, oh, well, he's defending his wife's honor, blah blah blah, and at some point, every man has their switch, and then It just takes that one joke and sets it off, and
Okay.
then there you go,
Okay.
fires fly.
Okay, ladies, watching this, questions to you. Were you guys on board for Will getting up and slapping Chris Rock from that joke?
Facts.
Let us know. Let us know in the comments. I'm intrigued to see if you women are on Will's side for defending his wife's honor. Even if you can call it that, because there's been so much shit said about Jada and the whole entanglement aspect that I didn't see Will, go and defend. But, if this is what you guys call defending, I'll be very intrigued.
I'll close it off like this. I feel, Will did more harm than good in that situation because Amy came out and, Amy, a true comedian, professional comedian, she had to seize the opportunity. That's what comedians do, man.
Correct.
If you give them the energy and the fuel, they're going to make a joke. She comes out and all she goes is, hey, the vibe in here is kind of weird. Like, what's going on?
Exactly.
In her Amy Schumer sarcastic ass way. And the whole crowd was funny. It was so, bro, it was so sus. It was so cringy. Your fellow Scorpio Diddy, my dude, had to go, hey, and you would say this. He goes, hey, Will, Chris, don't worry, we're gonna mend this and get the love back in the air in the gold room at the after party.
Of course. Exactly.
Ken will say something like, hey, look, just come to this party. We can go
and VIP.
Yeah, we can get some drinks. And we're gonna have some fun time.
Yeah, we'll kill all this. Don't worry about it.
Yo, but
Chris,
I just feel like Will needs to apologize publicly to Chris.
Yes.
Once he gets his emotions, tapered down, and I thought it was an embarrassment on the Smiths because now Will, you're gonna be the brunt of every comedian going forward, bro. Hannibal Buress, all these hot comedians, bro. They're all either going to do two things: one, viscerally back Chris Rock on social media platforms. And two, when they have the opportunity on their respective stages, Will Smith is joke number one, bro. You're going to, and my last line on it, Chris Rock, true G in the game. He goes, this is the greatest TV moment in history. That's how legendary of a comedian he is. He's like, word, you did this to me. You just made me even more infamous, even more famous, even more notorious now.
Him and Kevin Hart can talk about it on their
tour. What? Will is wild. And he opened a crazy version of Pandora's box, bro. Like,
and
you know what I'm saying? And then to ruin your own moment, in a sense, or put a sour, like you said, to sour.
Put asterisk on that. Put an asterisk on it. You don't get that.
That's it. I can't even say that. You asterisk your greatest moment in film.
Yeah. Chris Rock, shout out. He didn't even press charges. None of that.
He's an OG. He's not gonna do it. I ran into Chris Rock. I didn't speak to him. This when I was a postal employee, and I was right over there by the Met. And I just came in from doing my route, and he was coming out of Zara, which was crazy. And Chris Rock's still an OG. He gonna get regular gears. And he came out. It was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, like on a Wednesday. It was mad weird. And I was going to base, postal base, and then I crossed the street, and I turned to the right, and I seen him. He looked at me, and I looked at him. He goes, I go, and that was it.
That's it.
And that's on my blood. That's a true story, bro. True story, fam. So
that's amazing.
Shouts to Chris Rock, bro. Like kind of like a true G, man. Oh man, I can't wait to see how this week turns out next week.
Yeah. Memes is great. It's hilarious right now. It's not a joking matter, but it's crazy. Like I said, man, I just hope the backlash is not as crazy as it should be, because Will has to understand when you get to a certain part in your career and your life, things that you do doesn't fall on you only, right?
Facts.
Which leads us to the next topic of our show today, which is Bel Air, right? What happens if now all the fans decide to stop watching Bel Air?
It's crazy, right? Yeah, that is a good segue. I mean, Bel Air right now is kind of like this.
Yeah,
There haven't really been an episode since 1 and 2 that's like, oh, word. It's like, what is the next phase in the show? Like dramatically, like where are we going with this? You know what I'm saying?
it's trying to be its own when it's still not its own, right?
That's
So
what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
I
And
get
it's
that.
starting to look like a typical teen drama. You know what I'm saying? The production quality is great. They need to elaborate more with Aunt Viv and Michael Ealy's character, the painter. Oh my gosh! The last favorite scene for me is when Uncle Phil, and Michael Ealy's character, I can't remember his name right now, had crossed paths at the art event. That
That's
was so
hilarious.
grease,
Yep.
and you know, they kind of had a masculine moment, so I thought that was cool. Congratulations to Will. He finally got some nani from Lisa, so big up to that. Big up to getting the nani. Um, but there's not much I could really elaborate more on Bel Air. I mean, it's been pretty chill sound to me, Joey. I kind of want to see where Hillary's gonna go. I like Hillary's storyline progression. You know what I'm saying? She's kind of starting to move away from the Hasidity privilege, affluent black female role, and she want to, kind of get it in the mud and grind it out. And she's trying to reestablish her image from the thirst trap video. So that's cool. Is Jazz gonna get the nani?
Looks
Is he
like he
gonna
was this
climb?
episode.
Is he gonna climb that tree? What do you think about the fact that Jazz and Hillary, in terms of height, matchup is so opposite? Like,
Yeah,
that's the first time on TV I've seen like they really had a tall female and a short man like having some relations with each other. Like that's crazy, bro. But
I
they
mean,
say opposites do attract, but I've never
right.
seen that in a while on TV.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to go down, especially after this previous episode. Spoilers ahead, guys. You haven't watched it. Both actresses who played second Aunt Viv and
Oh
Will's
yes,
mom,
that was cool. Yes.
yeah, they made their appearance. So
Yeah, they are the
that's
board
pretty
directors
cool.
of the fellowship, which is cool.
Yeah. Um,
I like that.
me and my son was talking about if Lou's characters actually will. That'd be pretty awesome, right? That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be pretty cool. I like
But
that Jeffrey is starting to challenge Phil.
yeah,
That's good.
yeah,
So that he got a storyline that they keep kind of like foreshadowing, but they're not talking about it.
yeah.
Um, they kind of holding off of Will running into his father. I want to see if they're gonna really expand that this season. They're gonna keep
No, they'll
teasing
probably wait till
us
next season.
next season,
Um,
right?
I think there's only one more episode left, right? I think only 10 episodes.
Oh,
So
okay. But that was only episode 8 though.
that was 9.
That was 9.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn, son, time
So
flying, bro.
I know the fact that Uncle Phil put his family first. He actually listened to Jeffrey
hmm
and put his family first to end this episode.
I,
Dropped
I
out of the
think
race.
that's a finesse move. I call
Uh,
finesse on that. I
yeah,
don't think it's real.
his finesse move would have been to call out the
Oh,
dude
call
cheating on
out
his
the
wife.
other police chief.
Yeah, cheat on his wife before he
Yeah.
said anything about Will. But he knew he had no other play because he did that. Then the guy would bring up Will, and something's gonna happen, right? Who's going to jail at this point because he kind of broke the law.
Mm.
So to even leave that under wraps and not even bring up Will's situation, he back out. Now it could work in his favor where everybody else takes his side and go, "Oh no, we want him to be DA because of this," or like you said, he finesses it, and now he gets another person on his side in case he needs them later on.
Mm.
But yeah, I'm enjoying the show. My son's enjoying the show. Like you said, I think it was really hot in the beginning for sure. It kind of simmered down, but
Yeah,
at this
it's definitely
point,
plateaued.
yeah, at this point, we see him and Colton finally, vibing together. We see where they're trying to go with everything, where everybody's career paths or where they're all going to go at this point, and we see that it is a different story besides the ones that we grew up on. We are hoping that they bring some type of like aspects in there, the pool hall scene, of course, Will's father scene,
Yeah.
the gun scene where Will gets shot to protect Colton. And these are things that are epic moments in the first, breakdown of Fresh Prince that we want to see in this one, but we'll see what happens. Nonetheless, for 9 episodes in, it's still
It's solid. It's solid.
four. Yeah,
It's a solid
four.
show. Peacock is building
Yeah,
their
solid 4 out of
content
5.
library. They got
Yeah.
the Best Man coming down the pipeline too. So once that drop, people
Best
gonna-
Man TV series or
Yeah, the movie they made it into a 10-part TV series.
same character? No, of course not.
Yeah, the same
Oh,
characters.
same character?
Yeah.
Impressive.
Mhm.
Impressive.
Now I don't know how the content restrictions. I don't know if they're going to be graphic. I don't know if they're going to be on some PG-13 wave. Like we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because this is an adult film, so like
Yeah,
you can't try to make this for the kids. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I'm worried about.
yeah. So to go into that, because I watched the series, which I know you are leaps and bounds ahead of me.
Oh, Atlanta.
No, well, yeah, that too, but we'll get to
Oh.
Atlanta next.
Oh,
Halo.
Halo.
Yeah. So watch the first
For the
episode.
kids. Yeah. I already seen all the episodes. Due
Yeah,
to
we're not.
my Covenant.
Yeah, of course,
Goes out to the Coven.
of course. So no spoilers. I don't want you to get into that. First episode for me. I did not expect it to be so gory. This is go back to your whole for the kids of the PG.
Yeah.
The opening scene where they shot the kids up, or they shot,
Yes.
and I saw body parts. The shot, like whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, Halo. All right, Paramount. See where you at.
Mhm.
My take
This is
on it
Paramount's
was,
biggest release so far. Like they
Yeah.
really are banking on the success of this. So just
um,
inside information on that.
So somebody said it best on one of the shows that I watch. You know how we all can accept different versions of Batman, different versions of Joker. We have to accept this is different versions of Halo and Master Chief.
Big facts. This is
Because
the cinematic version of Halo. Yes.
right, because me being a Halo gamer,
Yes, you are.
this like I
Right
said,
now, currently.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Friday night's Halo night.
Yeah, I know.
So for me, it was an okay episode.
Of course.
Being a fan of Halo and playing the games, it was okay. If I did not know anything about Halo, it was great. Right? I just hope that they keep the momentum because that whole episode was go forward, and I can't wait to see what happens next. I just hope it doesn't slow down. But yeah, a lot of things, even to him unmasking himself, was a huge changing point, especially for us because we never seen his face. Now I get it. In the game, you are playing as Master Chief, so in reality, he has no face, right? He's you. So I get it. That's where there's a difference. So I understand that. I just hope most gamers understand that too. That this don't hate it because of that, right? People are like, oh, he took his mask off in the first episode. Yeah, because they want us to know, hey, this is not your Halo, right? This is not your Master Chief. This is the cinematic Master Chief. So you're gonna enjoy this based on that.
You definitely hinted on a reality in terms of it not slowing down. Yeah, get ready for that. That's all I have to say. Get ready for the slowdown. It's real.
See, that's
And,
I feel that. I feel
it's
the top.
still
of the
good.
syllable.
It's still good, but kids, listen to me, kids. All right. In film and television, it's this thing they call story building. Okay. It
We
is
call it
a
filler
main,
episodes.
no. Story building. It's a main component of content creation. You must build a story. You can't just go right into action sequences and dramatic scenes. You gotta build the character. You gotta understand why are you watching this character? Why do you care about the character's plights and derivatives? Okay, so just give Halo a chance. It's a really good show. I've seen all the episodes so far due to my work situation, and I'm gonna promote it and say it's really good. But yes, there are some slowdowns, so get ready for that. But give it a chance. It's a really good program. I think it's going to be great for Paramount. So just give Halo some love. Don't take the shotgun and the grenades and just throw it onto your television sets, please.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll take
Well,
your word for it.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
continue to watch it.
You're gonna enjoy it because you are a very professional content viewer. Unfortunately, on an overall level, a lot of people don't view content in a professional lens, and it's just
No.
sad. People just want to
Don't
just be entertained.
mess
Like
with their shit.
Maximus said, "Are you not entertained?
Yeah. Don't mess with their shit, bro.
Are you not
Halo-
entertained?"
Halo's their shit. Don't mess with it, you know?
Thanks.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, now to go into Atlanta, which I've watched the first season. I'm on the second season. Crazy enough to see that Aunt Viv was in Atlanta.
Yes,
she
she was.
plays what's her name's mom in the first season.
Zazie.
Yes.
So
I was
Zazie's character name is Vanessa Van.
Vanessa. Yes, Vanessa.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it was very,
I forgot
it was very
about that.
cool.
Damn,
to
I
see.
forgot because I haven't.
Because you know why?
So long.
Because you watched Atlanta way back when. I just started watching
I've
Atlanta
been
now. So
on time with that. Yeah.
yeah, so I'm on season 2, but trying to catch up because
What
I
episode are you
definitely
on? Are you on the Michael Jackson episode yet or no?
No, I just watched the first episode of the season.
Oh, that's when they robbed the chicken spot, right?
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
Grease,
exactly. That
Grease,
shit was crazy.
Grease.
That was a great episode.
Yeah,
I
so
was like, wow.
the first episode of Atlanta always has a different episode. That's definitely Danny Glover's niche. The first episode is a tone setter, right? It doesn't feature anybody in the actual series, right? It just features like a situation that applies to real life, but on an artistic level. So the first episode, no spoilers, but he goes on the horror side. It's like very Jordan Peele-esque. So
Season 3?
Of season 3, yes. So it's a very
awesome.
Jordan Peele-esque horror genre themed episode, with also some real life themes in terms of child services and how they operate, and just the derivative of African American kids in public schools in terms of how they're intellectually assessed when they get into trouble and things of that nature. So, he definitely touched on some real situations that a lot of parents will definitely relate to. So in terms of that, it was a great episode. I personally love Zach. Personally feel it was corny, but I get it. I feel it was corny in the sense that, Danny Glover is so artistic. It wasn't really nothing for him. You know what I'm saying? Like how they created that episode, I'm pretty sure that was like 1, 2, 3. The first 10 minutes of episode 1 is all him, you know what I'm saying? And really showcases his true artistic ability in being able to portray one genre and then completely pivot off, but then still draw an artistic line connected to the same message that you're trying to deliver. That it's scary out here. It's real scary out here. And that's pretty much what I derived from episode 1. Like, it's scary out here, bro. So you got to be careful, you know what I mean? Like, it could start off mad innocent and then it can get real scary out here, real dark, you know what I'm saying? And that's how Atlanta, to me, is starting to go towards for season 3. Episode 2 really just kind of hints on the business of the music industry and really just shows you, like, when you're on tour, it's sus out here. It's just sus out here, B. Especially when you go to Europe, you're going to start seeing some real sus shit. Right. And I'm not going to get too in depth in it because I know it just dropped. People ain't see it. But they hinted on Santa Claus. But the European celebratory aspect of how they celebrate Christmas. Because it's their religion, joint. You understand? And they really touched on that and how it connects to blackface, which is fantastic. So right away, Glover, FX crew, the writers, everybody a part of the show kind of punches you in the face. Bang, bang, bang. I'll say this. Lakeith Stanfield is now the star of Atlanta. I'm saying that. He is the star. That is our brethren from Judas and the Black Messiah, Lakeith Stanfield, who played the detective.
Yeah.
Yes. He's Darius. That's Darius.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So Darius is conscious. He is
Yeah,
on a
he's always been
different
from the first.
metaphysical mental frequency. So the audience understand that. So every single thing that Darius says is massively important. It is massively layered on many metaphysical conscious points. He speaks in a different form and a different frequency. How do I know? Because I'm a conscious God. Ken knows this. That's why I can elaborate on all what I just said so easily, Joy. So
Right.
for the unconscious people and the viewers who are striving to become woke, quote unquote, right? Darius is what you would call a Super Saiyan 4 level of wokeness, Joy. He's that grease, okay? So anytime Darius speaks as Atlanta season 3 episodes go forward, pay close attention to what he's saying because there is so much truth in his message. That's what I'm going to say about Atlanta episode 1 and 2. It is great. I'm so happy it's finally here. The content is just making me so elated.
Yeah, it's funny. Darius in the first season, well, definitely spoke consciously, and his favorite line to me was, "Yeah, look it up." That shit was good. Look it up. Everything he finished up, yeah, look it up.
Or
Paper
he
Boy.
did it in season 3. He did it. He goes, "Don't take my word for it. You know,
Look it up.
It's just
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I feel." And he always knows how to
Yeah,
protect himself. You know what I'm saying? Because
correct.
his conscious energy is very important to him.
Paperboy is still my boy though. Paperboy's hilarious.
I'll tell you this: Paperboy is 100% who Paperboy is, bro. Lazy. I'ma do whatever I feel.
Hilarious.
Don't feel about how I'm feeling right now. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
And for that, you can never slime. You could never slime Paperboy. He's never gonna give you fake energy. He's what you call a real nigga. Paperboy's a real nigga, bro.
He
gonna tell you what it is. Yep, he can be what it is, and they did not change his character in that, and I love that. So episode 2 is all about Paperboy and his new energy as a legit artist now.
I can't wait to watch it because the season 1 was hilarious when he fought Justin Bieber in the basketball game. It was just great. That shit's hilarious. The episode 2 when he was on that show, was it Montague?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit, and then the black kid who called himself white, who
Yes.
see himself as white, he was like, "Yo, he's Super Saiyan." Episode's hilarious. Atlanta, Donald Glover, good job. I'm definitely enjoying it. So shout out to that. I can't wait to catch up and be on that level as well. Another show I want to get into is Snowfall. I haven't watched it yet.
You haven't watched any episodes yet?
That's next on my list. After I finish Atlanta, Snowfall's next.
Damn, you gotta get in that now, bro. I'm telling you right now, you watch Snowfall, you're gonna say, why did I ever watch any single episode of Power Book Force?
You still on that? You know what's crazy? I haven't watched Tommy. I call it Tommy.
Yeah.
For like 3 weeks now. So
of course you haven't. There's no reason to.
I'm not intrigued.
I'm not hating on Joe Sakura. You know what I mean? Joe Sakura, shouts to you, bro. I'm happy you doing your thing and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I saw him in real life. He a cool cat. You know what I mean? I'm happy for the brother. You know what I'm saying? I really am. Like, I'm gonna watch the whole season, bro. It's not a bad show. It's just they have moments that are just so unrealistic, bro. In terms of the power, like I said, I'm comparing it within the Power universe, the Power scope. You feel me? Like, when they was doing stuff in Ghosts, you know what I'm saying? If they did stuff in the daytime, it was to have a conversation. When Mary's character, Monet, ran up on people in the day, she wasn't exchanging drugs, my guy. She was having conversations. Or at the worst, dropping off money, bro. Take the bag out, put it in your car, we chop up about the next series of business, and then we out of there. That's not what Power Book Force is. These people, these drug dealers are literally exchanging drugs and money and discussing business at 3 o'clock in the
Well, listen,
afternoon, sir.
we're not from Chicago. Maybe that's how Chicago roll, baby. Who knows?
No effing way. And no
Uh,
cops in sight, no other drug dealers in sight.
Maybe that's how Chicago runs. We don't know this.
I guess I'm telling you right now, the Chicago gangsters they probably watch Power and be high and all that, and just be watching it in the comedic sense, like, like you believe these guys?
Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right.
Snowfall though, Snowfall is not that. Snowfall is real. They have a 2-part episode coming down called the Iliad Part 1, the Iliad Part 2. Man, and it just really elevated the level of realism in the show. My favorite character is Jerome. Yo, fam, he just completely laid some cat out joint. You know what I'm saying? Because he tried to press Louis. You know what I'm saying? You know he loved Louis. B.
What season we on?
Well, season 4. I'm on season 4 now.
Snowfall. So all the way up 4 seasons.
Yeah. So
how
Jerome
many
and Louis,
minutes an episode?
on average about 50 minutes.
So there's an hour episodes. All right.
Yeah, your boy Franklin like, man, I'm done with this conversation. I'm over this. I gotta go make a couple calls. You hear what I said? I said this deal's gonna happen. If you can't get down with that, what are we talking about?
Wow.
That's my Franklin saying.
I gotta check it out.
What are we doing? You're drawing a lot of attention. You're fucking up the business. You understand what I'm saying? And if that's what you're gonna do, we're gonna have a serious conversation.
Yeah, I'm gonna check this out.
Yeah.
See what's that.
Snowfall's my joint, bro. Shouts out to Damison and Idris, British bruv. I'm telling you, I'm gonna do a deep dive, audience. I love my British youths, my British brothers and my Aussie brothers. But where is the homegrown American superstar? It can't just be Chris Evans and Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt is he on that old school level. All you got is Brad and Leo, but them cats been acting for a minute. We're talking about the guys now. Chris Evans is the only American-born leading guy? Ken, you name me another. Well, okay, you got Chris Evans, Sebastian Stan. That's Winter Soldier. He coming up. You know what I mean? Okay, name me another American-born leading man. Exactly, bro. Yo, fam. Time out. Wait. Let's take a time out. Take a time out. All the last 2 Batmans are European brothers. Patton, he's European. He's British.
Ben Affleck, isn't it?
Okay, Ben Affleck. Okay, there you go. Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. But them are OGs. Them cats.
I know.
Like I said,
I know.
That's them are the Leos, your Pitts. You know what I'm saying? Chris Evans is the only young one that's hot.
Tom
Sebastian
Cruise.
Stan. Tom, though you can't mention Tom Cruise.
I know. Old school.
OG. Them is.
Listen.
There aren't any.
I watched a interview with Tom Holland.
Yes, he's British, bruv.
I know. Let me continue. The question came up, right? Why is it that we see more British people taking our jobs
yes
than us taking their jobs? So Tom Holland made it very clear. He said,
let me hear this.
The British, or the people from Europe, either way, they use their tongue more, with more vowels and more everything. So for them to talk English, it's easier for them because they don't have to talk as much as they normally do when they're talking their native tongue. Where for the Americans to act British, it's harder for them. It's like a whole workout for their mouth. So that's the reason why more British people are coming here, because number one, we are their culture. They watch our shows. We don't watch British shows here.
Okay, but the roles that they're playing are American roles, fam.
And it's cheaper to pay a British person to act American than it is to pay an American to act American.
What? That's for real?
That's about it.
Fact?
Think
I
about
gotta
it.
research. I'm not doubting you, but are you dead ass, bro?
Think about it. If you had to pay a Jamaican to act Jamaican, you got to pay that man because he's Jamaican. If you got to pay somebody to act Jamaican, he'll take a lesser cut because he got to
Yeah,
act.
because he's not gonna feel as confident in.
Right, he got acted. Right,
Yeah,
he's acting. So think about it when it comes to these guys were no name guys or they were high name guys over in there in Europe, and they come here. They're not taking a huge pay. They're taking the base pay. They're taking a less pay.
but you know what's crazy? Now I'm gonna flip the coin on you. All of the British roles are
Uh-huh.
acted by their people.
Yeah, of course, because the British
The
people.
Kingsmen,
Yeah,
all those actors. That's a British themed film
I know.
about British spies, right?
Yeah.
Everybody in there is British, bro.
So what you expect? It's
That's what
only
I'm
here in America.
saying.
Only here in America we do shit like this.
Oh, damn.
We pick non-Africans to play Africans. We play non-Caribbean people to play Caribbean.
Yes.
Only
But
here
the
in
women,
America.
though, listen, white women don't play that, bro.
Well,
They are way more American-born leading actresses than they are American-born male actors. Way more.
yeah, I agree.
You got Jessica Chastain, you got Anne Hathaway. I mean, you can go down the line. Bro. All African American actresses, Paul, King. I mean, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
man, it's crazy, bro. I'm gonna deep dive this because I don't know if this is like an issue amongst the actors guild. You know what I'm saying? Like if they really,
That'll be an
like
issue.
be tight about that. Cause I found out that Damon Idris is British. I didn't know that. Yo, All American dude, the dude who played
Yeah.
All American,
He's
British
British.
dude, bro.
Of course, I know. When I saw the interview.
I'm like, what? Time out. Star Wars. Homie who played Star Wars, Episode 1,
Yeah,
British.
I know. Like they said, it's easy for them to play Americans because they don't have to use their tongue that much.
This is crazy, fam.
Bro, check out the interview. Tom Holland straight said that. I was just like, wow. If I could cut a clip and put it here, I will. But he basically said,
Yo, it's so
We
funny.
don't have
If
to
it
use
wasn't
our
for
tongue that much.
Sebastian Stan, Mark Ruffalo, Robert Downey Jr., and Chris Evans, Avengers is basically all European. And of course, why am I forgetting?
Don Cheadle?
Black Widow.
Oh, yeah.
Why am I forgetting her name? She's so gorgeous.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Listen, man, Snowfall is good, but
I say
man,
it's almost 3 o'clock, so we can be excused for forgetting names right now.
oh yeah,
Black
big
Widow.
facts.
But yeah, I'm gonna check out Snowfall for sure. I don't want to get into that. We'll see how that goes. I'll let you know my take once that happens. Yeah, I'm
Scarlett
almost going.
Johansson, I'm bugging out, bro.
Yeah, there you go.
So what else is on your mind? Because I got other joints I need to talk about, bro.
Listen, right now I got a stuffy nose, so excuse my, doing that.
Yeah, spring is upon us. The weather's changing. The weather allergies is coming.
Facts. Yeah, for Media Mondays, guys, this is what we're gonna be doing. We definitely had to come out and talk about the Oscars, but that's what we do. We talk about strictly media stuff on this episode, so I'm not getting into anything else. I said my pieces. Zach, you got anything
I'll
else?
close
on
it
your
off,
mind?
man. And this is to excite Ken.
I'm
In
not
terms of
eating
the
candy. 3 o'clock
tech
in the morning.
space, they've had
Don't go to birthday parties and get doggy bags. This is the shit you're dealing with.
facts. The tech space is like really thriving right now in terms of the content level off of real life startup stories. So
Yes.
of course you have the Dropout.
Dropout.
Yeah, about Elizabeth Holmes
Uh-huh.
and Theranos. It's on Hulu.
Oh, yeah,
man,
yeah. Okay.
great show, bro.
Check it out.
Amanda Seyfried is killing that. She is killing Elizabeth Holmes.
Okay.
Super Pump.
Yes.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt is greasing that.
Uber.
played-
Yeah.
The Uber CEO. And Apple TV, they got to get on it. You know what I'm saying? They just dropped We Crash about the WeWork. They had Anne Hathaway and my boy Jared Leto, who is a phenomenal actor. We got Morbius about to drop. We about to grease that role too.
Jared Leto, he's not British, right?
Jared Leto is American joint. Facts.
There you go.
Yeah, but exactly. That's like 5. If you eliminate the the mainstays that we just mentioned, the Pitts, the Afflecks, and the Damons, and all that stuff. I mean, it's still a low number. So, you're talking about hot cats now that's still currently like hot and like young. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to Jared Leto, bro. He's doing the WeWork joint with Apple TV Plus and Anne Hathaway. So I'm gonna probably get into that once I finish The Dropout. I'm like on episode 3 of Super Pumped. They got 5 episodes right now. Super Pump is very entertaining, and honestly, the Uber story I didn't really know too much about. I already knew about Theranos, I already knew about WeWork because I watched the documentary already. But the Uber story I didn't know, and it's really good. So those are some 3 definitely technically inspired Silicon Valley based series that all the nerds, all the geeks, the developers, the programmers, if you guys are fiending for some good content that you can relate to, Uber, Super Pumped, Theranos, The Dropout, and We Crash, We Work. Definitely check those out.
Okay. I want to check out Super Pumped for sure. So
yeah,
I will check.
I mean, this is tech stuff, so you need to get focused. Like, come on, tech god.
I know.
Stop playing, Jordan. But yeah, man, it's late. I'm about to get up out of here. So we just thank for the subscribers, all the love, and all the hate too. We love it all. Just give it to us raw. Give it to us real. And
we will.
We'll catch you on the next one.
Peace.